Alrighty. Story time. Y'all see me in my jammies. Y'all see me and whatnot. Alright. So, oh boy. Okay, so details have been changed slash altered because, I really went through this and, your boy don't want to get sued. So, originally, was really happy to move. I was really happy to leave the city. And what I didn't know was I was moving into Silent Hill. Yeah, the creepy, scary place Silent Hill. And when I moved to this trailer park, first thing, it was nice at first. You know what I mean? It was nice. But then this fog spread throughout the whole entire trailer park. And then I started to see what it really was. And, you know, once I figured out what it was, I figured out, you know, where I was at. And, I wanted to try to make it on my own. And I just so happened to pick the wrong spot. So basically, this trailer park, I found out that I was living next to vampires. At first, these people were nice, but as I got to know them more, I mean, like in every scary movie, no person is just like, "Hey, I'm a vampire. I'm here to bite you." Yeah, they have to convince you first that they're human, and they'll try to hang out with you, be your friend, this, that. And for a time, we were friends, but then I realized that they were actually vampires. These people didn't sleep. In fact, I also, have been, taking up gardening as well, helping out my girlfriend with her gardening. And come to find out, our crops have been getting stolen. And I get it. I'm in the country, and this is before I had cameras. And it doesn't that suck? Doesn't that freaking suck that you like you have to live in a neighborhood and you have to get cameras? Like that's the type of neighborhood I was in. But basically, I had a huge suspicion that my next door neighbors were stealing my crops, and I knew they were vampires. And here's the kicker: the vampire couple next door to me, they were extremely toxic. The vampire man knew his vampire wife was a seductress. This the girlfriend even tried to make a move on me right in front of him. Literally right in front of him, she tried to make a move on me. And I'm a dude, and my girlfriend was, right beside me. I'm like, oh snap, wait, whoa, slow down there, Tiger, hold on. My girlfriend is right beside me. I don't know what's going on. Wait a minute, slow down. So after that, I'm just feeling kind of bad because she is obviously disrespecting him right in front of me, like right in front of his face. And so I'm sitting here just like, I feel bad. I didn't expect to get this kind of attention and whatnot. And this was just, it didn't feel, like it didn't feel safe. So eventually, I get into an altercation with them, and basically, He came at me, and then his wife said that she was going to kill me. So ever since then, ever since she told me that she was going to kill me, I haven't been coming out the house. I literally like put myself in jail. Like I stayed in the house so freaking much that I had to remind myself to go outside. I had to make sure I got a sufficient amount of vitamin C from the sun. And I'm sitting over here like, man, no person should have to live like this. I was paranoid because not only was my neighbor a vampire, he was a smart one. He was a smart vampire that knew how the power worked, that knows how plumbing works. He could take your trailer apart and put it back together. He wasn't just a bloodthirsty vampire, he was a smart vampire. And it's just crazy because deep down, my family, my family, my family was a get back family. My mom, like, I still am, my mother's son. And it's just like, my mom would have gotten her get back. One time I went to court to go see what was all the trouble my mom was in. And once I saw everything she did, the freaking paper dropped to the floor. And so I'm sitting over here to myself, is that if, oh boy, my mom would have gotten her get back. And you want to know the crazy thing about this, guys? Is that I'm pretty sure they're watching this video. I'm pretty sure they are. And even if you are watching my video and whatnot, I want you to understand that any other person would have gotten their get back. Any other person, like, please understand, there is no time limit on revenge. There is no time limit to get your get back. But I've been down that road before. I'd rather take an L and then move on with my life. So it's crazy. Like, I literally still know their location. I literally know their location. And my landlord, I told him about this whole entire altercation. I'm just like, hey, do you have another location? I could live, another place I could rent from you from. He didn't say nothing. He was in on it. He was in on it. He was in on it because my neighbors and the landlord had a whole entire blood operation. An illegal blood operation, and they were both benefiting each other. My landlord, he didn't give two craps. He said nothing. He didn't even say, oh, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. He was not professional whatsoever. He gave no craps. But when it was time to pay the rent, that's when he came around. And he didn't just come around nicely, he came at me aggressively. He would start talk. He was just like, you promised this, you did this, that, this, that, this, that. He threw the book at me. Matter of fact, he didn't throw the book at me. He beat me with the book. This man, my landlord lives 7 hours away. And this man has driven up here twice. Twice. That's basically 14 hours. He did all that instead of just move me to a different location. That's it. He did all this. He had so much pride. We even went to court. We even went to court. The judge said that your lease is sketchy, and basically you're a dumbass. He said my girlfriend was smarter than him. This man was red. This man was pressed. You could feel him. You could feel his anger just radiating. And it's just, at the end of the day, like, yeah, it was nice, this, that, and, the judge ended up throwing out the case. But that didn't stop him. He's coming back for round 2. He's ready to drive another 7 hours and do this all over again. And I'm sitting over here I'm just like, dude, all you had to do was just move us to a different location. But instead, you played favorites, probably because they're the ones supplying you. And it's just like, how I was living, I would not wish on my worst enemy. Like, these people, like, I don't even care if they see this video, honestly. Like, I'm not mad. It's just, I hope you find Jesus. I'm not gonna spin the block. Y'all can sleep safe and soundly. I just hope that you just embrace Jesus. Don't believe in Jesus for the sake of being right. It's for the sake of your children. All I ask is that you be a good, loving father and embrace Jesus so you can have a big, whole, happy family. And to my landlord, I hope you get clean. I hope you get clean, and I hope you embrace Jesus as well. Because this was insane. It did not need to go this far. And during the altercation, when I had with my neighbors, he slipped up and said, "We've been watching you." When he said, "We've been watching you," I knew it was time to get the fuck out of that neighborhood. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are nice trailer parks. But in trailers, these people move differently. They will watch you, stalk you, paranoid as hell. Like, and it was one time where they were also arguing, and they were arguing and fighting, and these vampires, the vampire woman, came over to my house and knocked on the door to ask to use my cell phone. And I said to myself, what in the world is going on so badly at your house to where you have to come to the person that you said you were going to kill? Riddle me that. What is going on over there so badly to where you had to come to me? But you know what? Like I said, I ain't worried about it and whatnot. It's just, I feel like not a lot of people know this story. And, I'm not going to let it get swept under the rug. I genuinely hope that you guys can learn from my mistakes and be careful where you live. Be careful where you live. And I love y'all, and God bless. I'm out.